Good morning and welcome to the MRTA Membership Perks Holiday Edition webinar. Today, we're talking about all the fun free stuff that you get with your MRTA membership. And so I appreciate you joining us today. Just a couple of housekeeping details before we get started while we have several folks logging in and signing in here. Just remember that all participants are in a listen-only mode. And what that means is that if you've got a question or you make a comment, feel free to put it into the Q&A feature. And that way that you can we can answer your question. If there's something that's specific to you, we can answer it back electronically through the Q&A feature. Or if it's something that we can just answer to everybody, we'll address it as we go through the webinar today. My name is John Green with Association Member Benefits Advisors, and we do record every one of these sessions. We put them out on the MRTA website under the benefits tab. You can scroll down and you can see that. You can go back and reference all of the webinars we've done in the past quarter and to be able to look what's out there and to show them with your family and friends. I want you to grab a pen and paper today. We're going to give you a few things, but I'm also going to send you kind of a gift, so to speak, from MRTA and from AMBA back out to you to help you access these discounts and benefits much, much quicker. And that way you'll be able to start saving more quickly and much easier as well. And I'm also going to send you a small tutorial that will help you walk through how to do and access some of the discounts today. So you don't have to try to do it as you're working through the webinar, but I'm going to make sure that you've got that copy there as well. You'll also notice in the bottom right-hand corner a QR code. That QR code, as always, is a great way to get information that you're interested in. I'll show you how to use that in a little bit, but grab your smartphone and have that handy with you as well. So we are blessed to be joined today by your president, Martha Schatz, and your executive director, Maria Walden, this morning. So good morning, Martha and Maria. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Good morning, Maria.
Good morning, John. Good morning, Martha. Good morning, you all.
So
Good morning.
we've got the holidays coming up, but I know that hasn't stopped you from preparing for the upcoming legislative session, Maria. What's on tap that your members can be looking out for as the calendar turns?
We've got a couple of working after retirement provisions that are really hot on the minds of most of our retired members. We also have education reform. Education reform was huge last year. Seemed like every other bill that was introduced dealt with some type of education reform. This year, they have such a surplus in funds right now going into this year. I know one of the things that they're discussing is adjusting the minimum teacher salary in the state of Missouri. Last year, there was a bill that was introduced that moved it as long as there was a match on the local districts of 30%, it would be up to $38,000 for a starting teacher. And this year they're hoping to get rid of that match and just let the state pay the full $38,000 instead of having to match some local funds. So that really is what is on tap right now that we see moving forward. We are really concerned about our COLA and making sure that that's been protected. I've had discussions with different people around the state that are very concerned. We gave Missouri is very unique. Our COLA structure is very unique in Missouri. And is very generous, and it isn't seen in other states to be quite so generous. So for the last two, starting this January, they'll receive another 5% COLA if they've been retired for 2 years on the PSR side, 4 years on the PEER side. And then last year, they also received a 5% COLA if they were eligible for the COLA. And again, that is unheard of in most pension systems. And because of that, we are really concerned about legislation that might be introduced that would adjust that moving forward in the future. And one of the things that MRTA is really going to strive and really push for is don't touch it. We've only had a 5% COLA 3 times, and in 77 years, the system has been in existence. And so don't overreact to market short term. Remember the long-term game. So that's kind of what we have on tap right now. And we'll, of course, be keeping in touch with that. Pre-filing started December 1st for Missouri. So we're already seeing some bills come through.
Great. Thank you, Maria. Martha, I know that you're probably not on the road the rest of this month, but are you starting your road trip back out again in January?
Actually, won't be starting going to regions again until April.
Okay.
But I have some meetings, excuse me, some Zoom meetings with some different units starting in January, and be keeping the road hot to Jeff City with board meetings and task force meetings for strategic planning and several things. Matter of fact, I was up there yesterday for a board meeting, but we'll be planning for our President's Summit that's coming up in March. So we're having a lot of work to do to get all of that set and get that ready and revise our handbook and try to make that the best summit that we can make it. So yeah, even though I'm not traveling as much, I'm still very busy.
Well, great. We appreciate that. I imagine there'll be maybe a day at the Capitol mixed in there sometime soon as well.
Yes, we have February 14th. We will have Legislative Day at the Capitol, and hope that we can get as many people there in person as possible.
Outstanding. So pay attention more to the Facebook page, to the website, and all your emails and things like that. Maria and Martha, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it as always, continuing that fight for our retirees and for public education as a whole, because that's the next wave of folks that we need to support. So thank you very much for joining us. My name is John Green. Go
Hey,
ahead,
John,
Martha.
before you start, I just wanted to say this. Thank you so much for everything that you do for AMBA. We really
Yes.
appreciate all of the work that you've done. And I just wanted to say before you go on too far, happy holidays to you and your family. It was great finally meeting you in person. I loved
Yes.
that. And we're hoping to get John in on the summit as part of our guest speakers. So hopefully you'll all get to visit with him if you attend the summit in March. So I just wanted to end on that. Sorry about that, John. Go forward with it. I
Not a
didn't
problem.
mean to cut you off.
No, you're great, Maria. And I am blocking off my March calendar for you. So I will be there. Love always to be up in Missouri. And I love actually this time of year up in Missouri. As I've mentioned to you in the past, I had a son that graduated, got his master's degree up from Mizzou, and thoroughly enjoyed going to be able to visit in Columbia and all parts of the state. So anytime I can get up to Missouri to see MRTA friends, I'm always happy to do that and glad to be there as well. My wife is a second grade teacher, and as you all know, this last 4 or 5 days before Christmas break is always a fun one for an elementary school teacher. But I've spent the better part of my career in schools helping active educators understand what their retirement years are like. So I appreciate the opportunity to be here with you today. And just a quick reminder, Maria touched on it and Martha did as well. Your association and how they work on your behalf to support your pension is crucial, but it goes beyond that. And Maria talked about the COLA that you have, which is a phenomenal COLA. Teachers down in Texas would kill for that, and they're fighting hard for that COLA, but it doesn't happen without a lot of work. And so having a relationship with MRTA, having a membership in MRTA is so vital because it protects your pension. The watchdog aspect of the association also protects any type of contributions, any type of benefits that you may have as your career as public educators. And as Marcia mentioned, keeping us connected as a community, whether it's via Zoom to local units and chapters, or whether it's out face-to-face or back with our day at the Capitol, President's Summit, whatever it is, keeping us connected is so vital because our voice is stronger when we're together out there. And then MRTA partners with us at AMBA and others to bring discounts and benefits and other things that can make your retirement years more fulfilling as well. So we're going to talk about a lot of fun things today. Want to jump in here and just remind you that you have a whole wide selection of benefits with AMBA through MRTA, help fill some of the gaps that maybe when you left the school you didn't have covered, maybe be able to cover some children who have aged out of your benefits, or maybe take care of parents, things like that. If you do leave the state for whatever reason, we have sometimes members of MRTA that have moved out of state. These benefits can go with you. They're not tied to any network. They're portable. Even if you travel, stuff like that, you've got coverage wherever you go. But we're talking about what I call the backside of the page today, the fun stuff, the ways to get discounts and savings all across the board, and ways to make your pension check stretch even further, even if you get that COLA that comes in there, including savings in just Missouri, but also across the United States and all across the world. One thing that I love about meeting members of MRTA, they're a pretty adventuresome group. I'll talk to a lot of you, and you're going different places, and as COVID kind of is slowing down, for lack of a better term, you're starting to travel outside the country. We're going to show you ways you can save some money today as well. And I'm going to show you also some ways that you can refer local restaurants, local vendors and shops to get these discounts. We're going to introduce you to the MyAmba discount program if you're not familiar with it already. We're going to show you how to sign up. I'm going to send you some follow-up materials after this, just a quick way to get on and get started in saving, help you dream a little bit. But to help me out this morning, I want to launch a quick poll and just find out who on the call today, what your holiday plans are. This will help me kind of direct which way to save you some. It's a multiple choice answer. You can answer as many as you want to, but go ahead and answer that question we've just popped up there on the screen and tell us what you're doing. Let us know if you're going to be just doing some shopping or if you're going to do some travel. If you're traveling to a warm vacation spot or a chilly vacation spot. I did this webinar in Wisconsin yesterday, and 100% were traveling out of state. They're going to a warm vacation spot. I did it in Florida yesterday afternoon as well, and just a few people were going to a chilly spot. So let us know where you're going or what you're doing, and that will kind of help me direct our conversation, because we're going to walk through just a few static slides, but then we're going to jump out on the website and play around with it and show you what's out there as well. So we'll just keep it open for about 10 more seconds. And
John, can I
ma'am.
interrupt you for a minute?
Absolutely.
I need to head out. I have some other things I need to do today, but I am just happy to always to see you. I echo what Maria said. It was great to meet you in Texas, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in March. And I just want to wish everybody Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Thank you, Martha. Appreciate it. And again, appreciate your service and being president with the MRTA this year. So thank you very much. All right, let's wrap up this poll here and share the results. So we've got a pretty good group of people that are doing lots of shopping, and they're hosting or visiting family. People are coming to you or you're going to them. We got a couple that are being adventuresome and going to a chilly vacation spot. So that's great. We're going to kind of show you several examples through here and walk through and talk about this whole passport program, or MyAmba discounts powered by the passport program. MyAmba discounts, which is powered by Passport, was started within the Apple employee group. The thousands and thousands of Apple employees said, we need some discounts. And so they created this program within the company, and it got so big, they moved it outside of the company. It's a free benefit as part of your MRTA membership. And I'm going to show you ways that you can save 10 times what you pay for your MRTA membership on travel, dining, shopping. And it's not just shopping like everyday gifts. It's also things such as cars, savings on refinancing your home or mortgages, things like that, things for your pets, things for your health. There's all sorts of services out here. So we're going to walk you through this, help you understand what's out there. The thing I'm most proud about, we introduced this to MRTA members probably about a year and a half ago. And thanks to you and several other of your retired counterparts across the country, we are the third largest user of the Passport program. I'm going to show you how much money that saved members throughout this year in just a moment as well. So really encourage you to get out there. There's two ways that you can access the Passport website and take advantage of this. Now, you don't have to write any of this down. I'm going to send you a tutorial how to get on. So if you're comfortable with doing it on a desktop or on a laptop computer, you can go out to the myambadiscounts.com, click register here, put your email address in, and then put that activation code in there. Then you're going to fill out your profile. The profile is designed to say, here's what I like to do. Maybe I've got some pets, something like that. And if you want any email offers, you can suppress all the emails if you don't want them. I have my travel emails on, so I get a travel email about once a month or so that tells me here's all the latest discounts, stuff like that. So totally customizable how you want it. It doesn't preclude you from receiving any discount just because of your profile, but maybe helps it bubble up to the top or give some highlights to you that way as well. Now, to make this easier for you, MRTA and AMBA is going to send you an email this afternoon. This email is going to have a link inside of it that's going to take you to this page that says saving money just got easier with your Passport membership. It automatically enrolls you in Passport without any activation code. So it just knows that you're coming from MRTA. It knows that AMBA said you're good to go, you're a member, You put your email address in and hit next, fill out your profile, and boom, you're saving. So watch for an email from me, John Green, and it's going to give you this information along with the tutorial on how to use your app on the mobile phone. So this is coming to you, our gift to you, to make sure you're easy to get in and save and start saving pretty rapidly. Make it real easy for you. Now you can access the savings through an application on your phone. Doesn't matter if you have an Android phone or an Apple device, you can save either way. You can use the Passport app on the Google Play Store or on the Apple Store. All you need to put in is Passport Mobile or Passport Corporate. It's going to give you the app that pops up with the little orange skyline like you see there in the right-hand corner of your screen. Now I'm going to send you this tutorial. I'm going to walk you through here on the slides. I'm going to send you the tutorial so you don't have to write anything down, but it's important that you, if you want the app on your phone, to follow the steps, because if you don't, it may take you down a pay path where they're asking you to pay $8 a month for this service. This is free as part of your MRTA membership. So do not pay for this if you'll follow this tutorial. The thing I like about the app is that whenever I land in Kansas City or St. Louis, it knows where I am. And so the app can say, all right, if I'm hungry, I hit dining, and it'll say within a 5-mile radius, here are all the restaurants that are available. Or if I'm traveling, and I know in the past, Nancy, your previous president, your past president, she and her son would travel. They would use Passport app and say, all right, we're in 100 miles, we're going to spend the night. They would find the hotels within that area. So you can use your Passport app for travel, dining, some shopping if you want to, if you shop on your iPad, stuff like that. So it's a really neat feature. Whenever I travel, I can use this to get discounts wherever I go as well. So lots of cool things there. Here's if you download the app, here's how you would register. And again, I'm sending you this exact same slide with all of the graphics on here, how to register on the application, on the app for your phone. Your first screen is going to pop up, and it's going to have your Passport card number already pre-filled in there. Now, you're not going to get a card in the mail. You're going to have a card that's on your phone, and I'll show you how that looks in just a moment. You're going to put your email address in, and then you're going to hit other sign-in options for the first time. Once you do that, it's going to take you to the next screen, and you're going to sign in with an activation code. If you hit anything else, it's going to make you go down a pay route. Again, we don't want you to pay for this. Your MRTA membership covers this feature, this benefit. You'd put your activation code of AMBA Savers in there, and then you would hit sign in and complete your profile. Okay. I'm going to send you this tutorial. Don't worry about it. Don't try to do it now. It's pretty easy if you follow the steps in your tutorial, and you can keep your app there. So it's very simple and very easy to use. Now, most people use the app for dining because they're in a certain area and they're hungry and they say, let's go eat. Here's what it would look like to use your mobile app for a dining situation. Say you've flown into Dallas or driven down to Dallas and you're hungry. All right, so you pop in Dallas. You can search the city that you're in, the city that you're going to. You can look for all restaurants, or you can filter it down by type of restaurants, or if you just want to have some dessert or a beer or something like that. And this pops up, and the Magic Time Machine is one say I want to look at. So I'd hit Magic Time Machine. It's going to pop up there. Then you would look and say, all right, is it all Magic Time Machines in the area, or is it just this one particular Magic Time Machine? And the offer on this particular one is 60% off gift certificates. In this situation, all right, I'm going to go to the one in Dallas. I want to get the gift certificate. So I would hit the website button with my finger on the phone, and it's going to pop up what your offer is. And it says here that you can get a $25 gift certificate for $6. I'm not advocating whether you buy the gift certificate or not. That's your call. This is just, I'm just showing you how you use this. And it will tell you down there what the restrictions are in the restaurant. So it's a minimum purchase of $50. Buy a $25 gift certificate for $6 or $50 for $12. So for $50 worth of food, you can get it for $12. Some will say purchases or gift certificate can be used on all food. Some will say it excludes alcoholic beverages or things like that. So just know that you're depending upon the restaurant, their deals change from time to time. That's what you would look like from that perspective. That's how you would look for a gift certificate. The next thing is you may find some restaurants that have the use card feature, the little radio button that says use card there. And these are a couple in the Austin area near our home office. And so you would hit use card and it pops up, and your card pops up on the screen. And you simply show that to the barista, to the server, to the checkout person at the store. And it will tell you 20% discount or 15% discount, or in the case of TCBY yogurt, buy one, get one free. So it will tell you what the offer is when it pops up with your card on your screen. And some of them will tell you good for just this location or for all locations in the greater Kansas City area, things like that. So that's from a mobile app perspective, kind of how you use it for dining. But let's go in and kind of dig in a little bit deeper and talk about shopping, because most of you talked about shopping or visiting with family and friends. The Passport program that you get free from AMBA and free with your MRTA discount is for in-person shopping, but mostly you're going to find it for national merchants, online shopping. So I'm going to show you different places in there. It's also shopping for tickets, theme park tickets, movie tickets, experiences, things like that. So I'm going to show you a lot of different things, and then we're going to go out to the website and take a look at the some of the latest ways to navigate that. So of course it is the holidays, and you're going to find on the website a whole holiday gift guide that kind of curates a bunch of specific holiday things, whether it's gift giving, things for the home, candles. Best Choice Products is probably your broadest store, kind of like a Belk, a Dillard's like we have in Texas, a Macy's, where you can buy everything from home goods to kitchen items to linens and things like that, and seasonal decorations as well. Usually they always run a 5% discount, and then after the season they'll run 15-20% off the seasonal stuff from the previous season. So it's a great all-encompassing place. Best Choice Products. Oftentimes it'll be free shipping. I was looking for my daughter-in-law a planter's bench for their apartment, and I found one on Amazon that I liked, found one at Walmart that I liked. I found the same one at Best Choice Products for about $35 cheaper. So again, your mileage may vary, but Best Choice Products is good out there. H by Ferret is a high-end luxury linens and bedding company. Then you've got Kohl's and Skechers, which are very familiar. Kohl's is an online offer, 15% off $100 or more. Skechers is year-round their outlet stores, so an in-person store or online, 30% off, and then they will run sometimes an additional 15% off. And sometimes my son printed off a coupon, took it into the store, knocked it out right there. So like I said, it's very easy to use in-store as well as online. If you have fur babies, this time of year, there's a whole pet section of food, toys, treats, vitamins, kennels, and things like that. If you're doing travel and need to leave your fur baby at home, things like that. So there's a lot of different opportunities out there for pets as well. If you're thinking about putting together a gift box or sending a gift box or some edibles somewhere to a family member, Knack is one of the coolest gift box sites that's out there. Different than Harry and David and some others and Hickory Farms. You can build your own gift box. So if you've got somebody that you're shopping for, you can put together a bunch of things that are edible, as well as some blankets or warm, cozy things. And then you can customize it with pictures and notes and stuff like that. Really, really cool that you can build this gift box. I'll show you how to find it, but really make someone's day special. If you've got grandkids or kids that are in college and they're getting ready to study for finals, I just got a text from my daughter, just finished up her last final before she starts student teaching in the spring. And, you know, you can send them David's cookies. You can send them little gifts, things like that, and save a pretty good sizable discount on that. Subscriptions to wine and coffee. So if you're looking to brighten someone's holidays, this is a great place on the Passport site. I'll show you how to do that and find those gifts out there as well. If you're looking for that wow technology gift, or you're looking just to buy yourself a laptop or a desktop or a printer or something, the discounts that you're going to find through Passport are phenomenal. Hewlett Packard, Lenovo, Dell, Samsung for TVs, cameras, things like that. Really, really big. The other really nice feature that we have this year in the Passport program is the Apple employee pricing. And so you get the same discount that Apple employees get. I'll show you where you can find that. And in the past, it used to be like MacBook Pros and some of the bigger iPads and things like that. Now Apple Watches, Apple phones, the new iPhones, you're going to get significant discounts on the older model iPhones. So the 12s, the 11s, things like that. So if you're looking for a new phone, a great place to go. The AirPods, things like that. I'll show you where to find it when we do the live tutorial, but there is a ton of technology stuff. If you're thinking about, well, I've got somebody that's graduating from college, either now or in the spring, be a good time to get those gifts as well. So save that money that way. The Whirlpool Inside Pass is the newest major discount that's out here, and it's already come up to number 3 in the whole country of vendors being shopped. Whirlpool Inside Pass gives you a sizable discount on all of their product suite, including KitchenAid mixers, washers, dryers, stoves, refrigerators, everything that they produce in their family line. You get not only a sizable discount, but you get free shipping too. It's really pretty cool. You don't have to pay anything extra for this. It's free as part of your membership within the Passport program. It just requires one extra step to create an account inside with the Whirlpool Inside Pass. 2 things I like about it. They run additional sales on top of their everyday discount that you get. And then 2, they have a price match feature. So that if you go to Sam's Club or something like that, or Best Buy, you can take that and price match and be able to get those discounts. So it's a great way to stretch it. We've already had employees within AMBA who've used this to buy refrigerators and things like that and save a significant amount of money. So I highly, highly, highly encourage you to go out and check out Inside Pass. I'll show you on the live tutorial how to find that and how to start that savings pretty quickly. Probably the most popular savings is with Sam's Club and Costco. You can give these as gifts to loved ones if you already have a membership. But the reason I point this out is on Passport, what you saw as a discount today, in 6 weeks may be a totally different discount. Things change all the time. Sam's Club and Costco are they change very frequently. They will offer sometimes a discount on new membership plus a $10 gift card, or new membership and a basket of food. So it varies all the time. So if you're thinking about getting a membership because you haven't had one, or want to gift one to an adult child, or somebody that goes off to college somewhere, this is a good way to do that and save a good amount of money throughout the year as well. So another way to stretch your dollars that way. All right, we've talked about shopping. I'm going to show you on the website here in just a moment ways that you can shop. Let's talk about travel, because to me, the travel savings are probably the biggest savings that you can find. Not only is it airfare and hotels, but it's tickets to theme parks, it's experiences, it's museums and zoos and all kinds of different travel things, rent cars, things that you wouldn't even think about, but it's really a pretty neat way to save. And because travel is opening back up, many of your sites in Europe, the Caribbean, cruise lines are giving steep discounts to try to win people to come back over. And I'm going to point some of those out to you and where you can find those. One of the most popular, and one that a lot of people who do road travel, as they're going out to see family or overnight trips, they'll look for the Wyndham chain, whether it's the Wyndham high-end resorts all the way to the Super 8s and the Days Inn, those type of things. Usually you can save up to 20% through Passport, and use it on the app, show you on the website where you can find that, save some money along the way at the Wyndham chain. If you are an Airbnb type person, and I love Airbnbs when I travel with my family, the thing I don't like about Airbnbs is they tack on all these fees after you get your reservation for your house or whatever. Passport has a program called Haven, HVN, and I like it for several reasons. They have the apartments, they have the houses, nice places in great resorts and all across the country. But they also have what they call novelty stays. And these are castles in Ireland, renovated firehouses. They've got lighthouses on the New England seaboard, really cool places that you can go stay for yourself and your spouse, with loved ones, family, friends, whatever. But oftentimes they'll run just a little discount off of it, just to save money. But sometimes they'll waive some of the fees. And that can be your big savings over Airbnb. So if you're considering an Airbnb, look at Haven, HVN, out on the Passport site. Is a great way to do that. If you're thinking about heading to a warm weather environment, out to Hawaii at some point, Hawaiian Airlines runs 5% off their airfares. It's a great way to save money that way as well. If you're looking to go overseas to any European major city, or within the United States to places like New York, Orlando, Chicago, Las Vegas, some of these major tourist attractions, look at Tickets, Tiqets. It is one of the neatest places to secure tickets for museums, zoos, gardens, attractions. Not only do you get discounts, sometimes up to 40% off the attraction, but oftentimes you can find front of the line passes as well, where they give you an extra benefit if you buy tickets. So people who go over to Europe, they'll buy their tickets to the Louvre through Tickets, and they get not only a savings, but they get in front of the line. So they don't have to wait 2 hours to get into the Eiffel Tower or into the Louvre or something like that. Great way. Just this last week, my wife was sharing with me that 60 new cruise ships are coming online next year. That's creating a huge amount of capacity. And so the cruise lines are offering tons of discounts. You can also get your cruising discounts through Passport. There's several different places that offer cruises. And so sometimes you'll get discounts on the cruise itself, or they'll get gratuities included, or onboard ship credit, or upgrades, things like that. Take a look at it. Now is the best time to shop for cruises, in December and January. They have what's called their white sale, where they're putting tons of cruises on discount. And so go out and take a look at the opportunities out there if you're thinking about cruising, no matter where you're going, because there's a lot of capacity out there. Great Wolf Lodge. If you've turned on any TV in the past several weeks, you know you've got the Wolf commercials and the Great Wolf Lodge commercials. They decorate like crazy for the holidays. It's a great place to take the grandkids. There's always a standing discount of 20 to 25, 30% out on the Passport program. It's a great way to stretch your money, go have a great family vacation, even for just a couple of nights at Great Wolf Lodges, even in Kansas City, Missouri, Wisconsin, all across the country. That's out there. It's a pretty consistent discount. Now, some of you said you're going to a chilly spot. If you maybe going to a warm weather, my favorite place, and again, I'll show you on the live tutorial, is the Passport Travel Services, powered by Hotel Planner. You can go in and you can plug in, and I'll do a live tutorial, the city, the date, and it's going to pull up all these hotel options for you. You can filter it down by star rating, by best value, by chain. I'm a big Marriott fan, and so I'll plug in Marriott and it'll pull up all the Marriotts in a certain area. Oftentimes they're cheaper than what I get through the Marriott site. So it's a really good way to get your discounts out here. Sometimes in certain major cities, they'll even waive the resort fee, for lack of a better term. So it can save you even more money on top of that. But this is probably the best place to get just general hotel savings. And I'll show you that live in just a moment. Now, holiday movies are coming back. It's time to go back to the theater, take the grandkids, take the kids, that kind of thing like that. You take a family of 4, you buy your tickets through the Passport service to any of the chains. There's probably about 30 chains out there that you can buy from. I'm sure there's a chain near you. You basically will buy a ticket at a midweek matinee price, and you're able to use it throughout the week. It doesn't matter if it's a weekend. So instead of paying $15, you may pay $10 for the ticket, something like that. So it's a great way to save money, save more than your MRTA membership on just one night out at a movie, and encourage you to use that to save some money that way. If you are traveling, going to tourist destinations, Tickets at Work is probably my favorite of all the websites, because I love to travel. I love to go to Florida, and all the theme parks down there, they run specials throughout the year, depending upon how long you go, how long your tickets are. Sometimes they're BOGO, sometimes they're discounts off the theme park tickets. Six Flags Holiday in the Park, pretty big savings depending upon which one you go to. Silver Dollar City there in Branson. Now I want to caution you. I want to tell you to look two different places. At Tickets at Work, Silver Dollar City is about 15% off right now. Through your MRTA membership, if you go on the MRTA website and scroll down under benefits, there is a code for Silver Dollar City. And it allows you to plug that in, and sometimes you can get a better rate. So check that out. Go out and check out Silver Dollar City. In two different places you can do that. If you're going to New York or Las Vegas, all the Broadway shows, all the Vegas shows, all discounted. It's a great way to get discounts that way. If you are wanting to gift some tickets to a professional or college sporting event, to a grandkid, son or daughter, or just for yourself, you want to go see a hockey game in St. Louis, you want to go see the Chiefs, if you want to in the summer, when the Major League Baseball comes back out, and go see the Cardinals or the Royals, you can do that as well through Tickets at Work. They have discount tickets for all the pro sports and discount tickets for major colleges, basketball, bowl games, things like that. Go out and check that out as well. Tickets at Work. That's the best place there. Now, before I jump into the online live tutorial, I've had several MRTA members say, hey, we live in Jeff City, we live in Columbia, we live, Springfield, not all major metropolitan areas. How can I get more businesses on the Passport program so that I can save money and drive business and keep it local? There is a location out on the Passport website, and I'll show it to you in a moment, where you can suggest a vendor. And the vendor can, like I said, be a restaurant, it can be a store, a retail store, or it can be a service provider. You'll find plumbers, you'll find tax preparers out here, things like that. The most important thing, is going to give you a little bit of tips out here, is to tell that vendor that you're going to nominate them for this discount. It doesn't cost the vendor anything to be part of the Passport program. It can help them drive traffic, because you can say, hey, we've got 35,000 MRTA members that could come to your restaurant or come to your store, take advantage of this, or, would love to help you out, stuff like that. Just a couple of little tips. Make sure that you're doing it. It's probably someone that can control their discount, meaning you can't take it to a national chain like a Texas Roadhouse or an Outback or a Red Lobster, something like that. Somebody that has local control that can give the discounts, and let them know that you're doing this first, because Passport will contact them and say, hey, you've been nominated or suggested to offer a discount. Are you interested? And you want them to know that it's coming that way. So what we've shown you so far and what we've seen this year, members have saved over $111,000. We're going to show you and take you live now how to show you how you can save that money. So let's go ahead and stop sharing the screen here and go out to the website here. Okay. All right. So here's what the website looks like. Okay. When you first come out to the website, I'm going to send you the link to get there. I'm also going to send you the tutorial. This is your home page. Once you register, it's going to pop up and say, based on your location, here are the discounts in your area. Okay. You can change that location at any time. So if I'm traveling to Orlando or I'm going to Dallas, you can put that city or that zip code in there. It also gives you the ability to, if you're just looking for flowers or something, you can type that in there. So across the top, you'll see you can click all offers, and it's going to give you a whole laundry list of offers near Kansas City, Missouri. Or you can go down in dining. You can look at different types of dining restaurants. You can look at delivery, edible gifts, like I showed you with David's cookies, that type of thing. Under the shopping category, again, the same thing. You can look at clothes and accessories. You can look at home and garden, pet care, tickets, text and electronics, things like that. I'll come back there in a moment. Under travel, again, rent cars. This is where I probably saved the most of my money. Saved $200 off a week's rent car one time in Florida this past summer. Family vacations, cruises, vacation rentals, that type of thing, hotels and resorts. So I'll come back and show you this as well. And then over here under more, it's probably the best place to start your tickets look out there. So let's start there at tickets in just a moment. Then you've got your tiles as you scroll down. These tiles kind of take you the same way based on your city. If you just click dining, it's going to take you out that way. So you can look at it in that manner as well. Then you have your seasonal selection. So if you're just looking for gifts, just come in and pop in gifts. During graduation season or Father's Day or Mother's Day, it'll have probably a block up here that you can click and say, all right, let's see what kind of Mother's Day gifts are out there. Again, pet care. Some of you said you're going to a chilly location. If you're going anywhere where there's skiing, look for the Icon Pass, IKON, Icon Pass. You can buy a discounted pass and it gives you ski lift tickets at resorts all over America. So it's really a cool way to save money, plus snow tubing, all kind of fun stuff out there as well. Those of you who are wanting to get out of the cold weather and head down to Florida, Texas, Arizona, somewhere like that, warm weather getaways is available to you as well. It will also bubble up your newest offers out there, whether it's clothes, whether it's nutrition and health, or dessert fun stuff, just all different types of things, ways to find out all new vendors, new neat things. You're also going to see hot deals. These hot deals are limited time offers where vendors are offering above and beyond their normal discount. And it could be greater percentages off, it could be extra offers, things like that. And there's usually tons of hot deals, but they will expire. Sometimes I'll pop on, and like I said, this one says 12 days. Sometimes I'll get on, it'll say 15 hours left. So again, you need to make sure that you're always looking at a passport. You can't mess it up. It's not going to buy it if you click on it. So just play with the website. The other feature that I like quite a bit is it just shows me a map of all the offers near me. So I can plug in zip code, whatever. I can expand this inside and out. Here's Kansas City. And this shows you all the specific vendors who have put out their discounts. What this doesn't show is if you go into the online shopping or you go into the hotel plan or something like that, the other hotels that are discounted through that. This is just the direct to the vendor or the direct to the provider type of discounts that are for you. And then as you scroll down, you see different categories, different offers that are bubbled up to the top, and then some of the most frequently clicked on offers out here, whether it's a resort, whether it's personal care. All of the Las Vegas MGM resorts are part of this program. So if you're a frequenter or you like to go out to Vegas, the MGM resorts have lots of great discounts. There's that Whirlpool Inside Pass that I told you about, things like that. So those are out there for you. So let's go ahead and dive in a little deep. If you've got questions, drop them into Q&A and I'll kind of guide around and pick based on those questions. So let's go ahead and look at tickets first. All right, so when I click on tickets under more, and it still shows me as in Kansas City, which is okay, but I'll show you this just on purpose. I can have a radius tool over here. So I can say, I want to see something within 5 miles of me, or I can see within 25 miles or 300 miles. And there's my movie tickets out here that are available to me, like we talked about. Then I can come down here. Here's where I find tickets at work. This is where I get all my theme park tickets, all my attractions, things like that. There's tickets, TIQETS, again, like we talked about, where you can get access to museums and tourist attractions, front of the line passes at greatly reduced prices. That's where you get your basketball tickets, your theme parks. That's where you find your tickets and those type of things out there, your city passes. Just scroll down, there's just tons of discounts. Some of the traveling shows, things like that, that are coming around that you want to maybe give some gifts for Christmas. So that's how you get it that way. Another thing that I like is if you're a reader, if you like to read magazines or you want to send magazines as a gift, Magazine Advantage is a program that's out there that gives you access to dozens of magazines for anywhere from $2 to $5 for a year subscription. Really pretty cool. So if you like maybe Home and Gardens or something like that, or Good Housekeeping, go down here, you can click on it. You can get 10 issues for $5 mailed to you every month, or for $2, you can get them as a digital read on your iPad. So just a neat way if you're looking to give a little extra gift to someone, or you just want to have some reading your way, save a ton of money. off of the discount, off the rack price as well that way. Okay, let's go out and look at travel. So let's take a look at travel here. And I'm going to go do my drop down and let's go look at hotels, because again, this is where the most popular situation is. So again, I still have Kansas City in there. You can put where you're going, you can put just anywhere, but it'll bubble up first those that are local to you, that are specific offers offered by the vendor themselves. Great Wolf Lodge, extended stay. You get into some of your timeshare type environments with the Holiday Inn vacation clubs. Could get you down into Branson, things like that as well. A great way to save money on more timeshare type, larger type resorts. Again, you can look at travel. Here's that Passport travel services. Now, what I like about this feature, like I mentioned, let's just say we're going to go down to Orlando. And I'm going to go down. My nephew's wife is supposed to have her baby today. We're going to go down next week and see the baby. All right. So what's going to happen through my slow internet? It's going to pull up best savings, and it's going to work and do this thinking and all that, but I can sort by landmark. If I want to be close to Disney World, I can put my nephew's address in to get the hotel closest to him. I can sort by price. I can say, hey, I want a 5-star resort. Give me the best type of thing. Or I can go in and plug in the filter by name. I can type in Marriott and it will give me all the Marriott chains that's out there. So this scrolled up here and it gives me all of the best savings opportunities and shows that I can stay at the Grand Hotel Kissimmee in Celebration for $58 compared to $124. It's a 2.5-star, maybe not what my wife would want to stay in. This one's got poor reviews. Maybe I don't want to stay there. So maybe I want to stay in a Hampton Inn. It's something that I know it's a brand, it's got a good review. I can save almost half in there. So again, you can scroll down and look at whatever you want to and find these all across the country, all across a route, however you want to do it. And it will show you what those are. You can get a condo here, 2-bedroom for $154. Just a great way to stretch your money that way as well. So that's the travel section. That's that Passport hotel planner out there. As I mentioned, the MGM resorts, all the Bellagio, one of the nicest hotels out there in Vegas, get that way, 20% off. Here's your Wyndham look that you can find all the Wyndham resorts. If you are a national park enthusiast, my wife and I are going out to Yellowstone this summer. Can't wait to go out there. Many of the national parks, there's this company called AutoCamp. AutoCamp has taken vintage Airstream trailers and renovated them into fine hotel rooms and created kind of this 50s and 60s era feel camping resort where you stay in an Airstream trailer right outside the national park. Check that out. It's a great way to save some money that way. And then some of the resorts, if you're looking for a warm weather or cold weather, you can find those things on here as well. So from a travel perspective, that's some of the best ways to find that information. Now, many of you talked about shopping. Let me show you a couple things on shopping, then we'll wrap it up for today. Go out to Tech and Electronics under shopping. This is where you're going to get your Apple employee pricing. This is where you're going to get the latest, hottest deals on all technology. So when you go under shop, Tech and Electronics, then you're going to see there's Apple employee pricing. You're going to go to the website and it'll take you through the different discounts. So you go to Samsung for your TVs, tablets, scroll down, there's Lenovo. They've got 4 days left and they're selling personal computers for under $300. So it's a great way to make your money stretch further for yourself, for a gift, something like that. Discounts on cameras, all sorts of discounts out there, even some entertainment things as well. So under shopping, Tech and Electronics out there. All right, go under home and garden. Home and garden is probably the best place if you're looking for just general housewares or some of those discounted things on appliances like I told you. So you've got Kohler if you're replacing bathroom fixtures, upgrading things like that. There's that Whirlpool Inside Pass that you can get out there, your Costco membership. Then you scroll on down, there's vitamins, mattresses, sheets, like I said, 20% off for the next 6 days out there. So there's all sorts of things. Even if you're looking to move or things of that nature, it's available to you. Under dining, go down to edible gifts. And this is where you're going to find things like I told you, mentioned like David's Cookies, your subscription programs to coffee and wine and chocolates and things like that. So that's a way that you can send a little love, a subscription to somebody out there as well. That's where you're going to find Knack, that place where you can curate and build your own gift boxes, those type of things. So really some neat vendors that are out there for you. You're going to find all sorts of things out there. If, however, you don't know where to start and you just say, I need to send some flowers to somebody at Christmas. All you do is just go type in flowers and it's going to pop up. So your flowers are under your household family out there. Okay. So I can click on flowers and it's going to pull up for me if there are any local florists that are in there or places like 1-800-Flowers and Teleflora. And 1-800-Flowers has got for the next 24 days, 3 weeks or so, an additional 5% off, so 20% off all purchases. So that's a way that you can, again, stretch your money, send some love across the board if you're doing some shopping. I encourage you so much, get out there, play around with this, take a look at it. You can't break it. You can't buy anything unless you click through multiple times, that type of stuff, but just learn some different things out there and get some really cool gifts that you're looking for. Now, if you've got any questions, drop them into Q&A. I can go, we've got a few more minutes. I can share with you what's out there. This is where I told you, where I showed you could suggest a vendor or a restaurant. You go up under your account feature here and go to suggest. And when you hit suggest, it's going to pop up that little form, give you a couple of talking points that you can share with that person that you want to become members or become discount providers, and then submit it. And then they will contact them to get discounts that way. We have seen other associations in other states do this in smaller cities with some good success. So I'd encourage you to do it in Missouri. Not only save you money, but also support some local vendors as well. So thank you so much for letting me show you out there on the live website. Again, I'm going to send you a tutorial and I'm going to send you a link. So be looking sometime after lunch today to see that link to automatically enroll, and then the application tutorial, how to get the app on your phone. That's coming to you as well. Please, please, please. This is our last webinar of the season. I'm so appreciative of Maria and her crew partnering with us to do these webinars. We're going to start a whole new series coming back in January, all about financial wellness, how to get your financial house in order, the new Social Security, Medicare changes, all those things and how it could impact you. Tell your coworkers, your retired friends. I guarantee you, everyone on this call today knows someone that you worked with that's not a member of MRTA that can benefit from not only the discounts, the benefits, the pension advocacy, but the education on the topics that we talk about and ways that they can have a more fulfilling retirement. So I highly encourage you, let them know about this series out there. Again, thank you.
John, this was excellent. I just want to say it was excellent. I learned something new today just listening to you. So thank you so much for going through it. It was an excellent, excellent webinar. And I sent you an email. I think my staff would really love this as well. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome, Maria. Any message you want to share with the group before we wrap up here?
I really just want to say, have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy the holidays with your loved ones. I know this for my parents, it's one of the best things that they love having people in and love having visitors and everything. And it just makes the house full. So reach out to your retired teachers who might not get too many visitors and just touch base with them and just wish them a Merry Christmas. And know from MRTA staff to all of our members, we appreciate you so much. And anything you can do or need, please don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Absolutely. Thank you, Maria. Appreciate that. We had a great question that came in from one of our viewers. Said, hey, my spouse is also an MRTA member. Can you send an additional link to that spouse as well? If you will do me a favor, put in the Q&A section your spouse's email address, and I'll make sure that they get an additional link out there as well. We want to keep this for members because this is part of a membership perk that you have. So if your spouse is a member as well, That way we can get the link to them and get them set up as well. Drop that in there. So if you've got questions, feel free to drop it into Q&A. If you want to find out more and just want to have a benefit review, because as I mentioned, Medicare and Social Security change every year. It's important to understand what those changes are. You can use your smartphone, hover over that QR code, and that QR code can pop up a little form, select benefit review. Kel and Gary and their team can give you a call and take care of you as well. If you don't have access to your smartphone or you're on your iPad, feel free to email me, john.green@amba.info. You can email me and say, hey, I need somebody to contact me. You can email me and say, hey, here's my spouse's email address, send them a link, whatever it is, I'll take care of you. Make sure you get that link. So after lunch today, sometime probably between 1 and 2 o'clock, be looking for an email from me. It's coming from John Green at AMBA. It'll be from AMBA and MRTA with your links, with all of the easy ways and the tutorials to get into this. But have a tremendous, tremendous holiday season. And I can't stress enough what Maria said. Maria, I appreciate you saying this. Contact those retiree members that you know that may not have family around them, especially this time of year. So part of what MRTA does so well is connecting with retirees and keeping that community tight. So do that. Have a tremendous Christmas. Again, Maria, thank you and your staff for all the love you share with your retirees and the fight that you do to keep that pension strong. Have a tremendous Christmas. I'll hang on if you've got any questions, want to use that QR code, but have a great rest of your weekend and enjoy your Christmas. Take care.
Hey, Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays.